Go to politics. All right. So we've been talking a lot about city council, from the mayoral race to city council, of course. So today, voters had a chance to hear from city council, folks who are running for city council seat in District 4. District 4 is, correct me if I'm wrong, Julie, this is what, northeast of the city, District 4? Okay, so we have two candidates. So it's not like a plethora of candidates at the list off right now. I think I can remember the names. Renee Johnson and Will Russell, they're running. And they spoke during this forum. Give me your takeaway.
It was a really engaged forum. I've been to quite a few of these at this point, and this one was really, really interesting because people came with, I mean, they always come with good questions, but they came with very specific questions this time, which I thought was really interesting, especially because this is not the first matchup between Johnson and Russell before. He ran last time against her. Of course, she won. She's the incumbent and has been in that seat since 2019. So he's got some ground to make up because she's, you know, quite a familiar face for these people. But they did hammer her kind of hard in terms of, why did you vote for Krista Bakari to fill in the District 6 seat, given Tarek Bakari's history? People had questions about the settlement. People had questions about transparency in general. Both of them answered that question. And so I think the thing that stuck out to me most was that they were thrown some pretty hard curveballs.
Do you think with those questions, do you think that you've been to different forums, is that sort of the sentiment with other sort of forums? You know, people questioning what's happening actually inside council chambers?
It depends, which I think is really interesting, and that's why this one I was so interested in, because, for example, I remember every media organization was at Tijuana Brown's first town hall after news of her federal indictment that she's accused of came out, and none of the people in the Q&A even asked her about it. They were just more interested in what affects me. And for them, that didn't really affect them. They were more interested in development and construction and things like that. And I think the similar case could be made for some of the questions asked today, though they did get more into the weeds with the Krista Bakari vote. But people did have a lot of questions in the same vein about development. Now, what's interesting is Will Russell has a background in construction. He is a developer. So they also questioned him pretty hard. And are you just going to be on city council so that you can get approval for things that you want to do? He kind of accuses her of being anti-development. She says, no, I just want to make sure this is done properly. So it was a lot of not just back and forth with the crowd, but in between the two candidates, it got pretty heated. Which is interesting. It
is heating up with these races. Julie, again, I have so many more questions to ask you, but I'm going to save the questions because you're here pretty often. Julie, I guess my last question before I wrap you up, when can folks catch the story tonight?
It's going to be on at 6, and we'll get kind of more into the history of their last race together. Of course, Mayor Vi Lyles endorsed Will Russell last time, and that has kind of fueled some of the tension within council between Johnson and Vi Lyles. So, that'll be on at 6.
Yeah, I wanted to leave some more meat on the bone. I didn't want to. Yes, so we call it tease in the news business. Julie, thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by the studio. Yeah, it's going to get real interesting, and we're more than a year out from the 2026 election. So again, still a lot of developments on that front.